on the road yet, Jamie?
Yeehaw, let's go. We're in. I love it.
This winter on the highway through hell.
You need to respect that highway.
It can turn really bad really fast.
Oh, it's chaos up there.
Oh my God, it's bad.
Gotta hurry, these guys are gonna get pissed at us.
Close, there's no option here.
Get going. Press is on.
Look, Jackknifed, look out!
Here comes the chopper.
What are you doing? Okay, whatever, man.
I'm screwed.
Whoa, whoa, hey! No.
Competition's a bitch.
Oh!
Pretty damn good.
No! It's his ass, not mine. Oh, that ain't good.
Welcome to winter.
In the rugged mountains of the Pacific Northwest, there's a highway like no other.
Don't come flying down that hill.
An unforgiving, white-knuckle ride.
She was some slippery this morning, holy shit.
Carved into some of the steepest terrain in North America.
If you haven't traveled this highway, you don't understand it.
Highway 5, Coquihalla.
It's bloody dangerous.
The chain plane's going up on the coast.
Every day, thousands of truckers must run the gauntlet.
The avalanche is hitting the road right in front of me.
When the weather's good, the Coquihalla Highway is an engineering marvel. But when the weather turns bad,
It's like the Bermuda Triangle of truck accidents.
it's a highway through hell.
And then it just went boom.
Keeping the coke open takes an army of men and machines,
When the highway shuts down, the world shuts down.
and a last line of defense.
54-150.
That's the big one.
A fleet of custom-built heavy rescue trucks
Get out of there. Whoa, whoa.
and a team
Somebody's gonna tag somebody today.
willing to tackle any disaster
Watch out!
the mountain throws at them.
I don't think there's a record company anywhere in this world that can do what we do.
Because closure is not an option.
Winter's here and we gotta deal with it.
Anybody know what's going on up at the Coke? Fires are going 20 centimeters. Well, yeah, he's 3/4 of the way up 9 miles. She's changing from wet rain to wet, fluffy snows.
It's early November,
I've just had some traction issues here.
and the first storm of the season is rolling up the Coquihalla Highway.
Oh, it's chaos up there. They got 2 snowplows working this master tonight.
Half of the people that'll be up here tonight have no clue what they're getting into.
Go water 10, go ahead.
Highway crews are doing everything they can to keep traffic moving.
First storm of the season always catches everyone off guard.
Lots of equipment on the hill, but in spite of that, we'll still have issues.
The overhead sign says chain up. Mandatory chain up, Fox Canyon. Snow's coming down so hard you can't see.
The chain-up areas are backing up onto the highway.
Get him on, don't send the truck!
Drivers who only make money when they're moving are losing patience.
Right now, we've got both lanes completely blocked off here. Probably 3 inches of snow on the hood already. It could be like this all night long.
But it gets even worse.
Try and determine what's happened once we get there.
A semi has jackknifed just below the summit.
Now we have hundreds of vehicles in the lineup because of this guy.
Just getting up to the semi now. They're about a kilometer apart from the original crash.
There's one truck that hit the ditch. Got trucks spun out all over the place. It's all plugged up. Welcome to winter. I was able to get a hold of Adam.
It's the first snow call of the season, and Jamie Davis Heavy Rescue has sent lead driver Adam Gazzola.
If there's any kind of a lineup, he'll be down below there. He's well on his way from Hope now.
Some guys are spun out on the hill. I guess that snow shed hill's all blocked off, so.
After a long, slow summer, he's ready for action.
That's the time of year. It's time to work day and night and sleep come summer.
The way south from the toll booth.
The Jackknife has the road ahead completely blocked.
No, we're not moving.
Highway authorities closed the oncoming lane so Adam can reach the wreck.
Closed for a while.
The busiest mountain pass in the country is at a dead stop.
It's like a parking lot out here.
The fate of hundreds of trucks and millions of dollars in cargo is all in the hands of one man.
Yeah, there's a mess down here.
The road has been closed for 61 minutes when Adam arrives on scene. Adam has gotten ahead of the wreck and is backing down to it.
It's so f***ing slippery, I can't even back up here.
Despite the pressure, he knows better than to rush on an icy highway.
You just don't know the hidden dangers under this snow. Okay, see if you can make a hole for me there. It's pretty slippery, right? So I just want to take it easy because my front end could slide away on me and we'd be buggered. So see what's going on here.
There's a lot of traffic here backed up.
Yeah, low gear, lots of throttle.
What should be an easy pull-up turns into a tug of war with a fully loaded semi.
You could blow a rear end or snap a dry shaft off. I think I'd be nice and easy with everything. Just have kind of a gentle touch.
Lost the throttle, David, lost the gas. You have to help me, okay?
So much ice here, I can't grab any traction.
Patience pays off when Adam's chains bite through the ice and snow.
Is this highway open yet?
Just to advise, the Jackknifed semi has been straightened out by Jamie Davis Towing and sent on his way.
That's what happens when you drive through the highway through hell.
Down in the yard of Jamie Davis Heavy Rescue, last night's storm has the crew scrambling.
Yeah, it's done!
My goal for the season really is to be ready for anything and to be able to make sure that any jobs that come in, I'm going to be taking in them jobs.
You want to just trickle charging?
To be ready for the new season, Jamie bulked up with the biggest team he's ever hired.
Signal?
Yep.
Ready to rock and roll.
Bula, bula, bula. Bula, bula.
That's a crew that's really tight. You probably spend as much time with these guys on a 24-hour basis, probably more time than you do with your family.
Nice to be back.
I got to come back and take 47.
Jamie has a lot invested in a big winter season because he's got to make up for a long, slow summer.
You're coming off the summer season with a whole huge bunch of bills to pay. If there's no wrecks, you don't eat.
Because money's tight, some hoped-for upgrades haven't been done. Plans to pimp out Bruce's wrecker are now on hold, although Jamie's most senior driver is still optimistic.
Yeah, sweet truck when she's done. Putting a wicked sound system in it, and all underneath the body, they're going to put strobe lights.
Rescue driver Kevin Ritchie is back.
Rough day at the office?
By the end of last season, Kevin was afraid of driving his own truck.
Driving this thing scares the shit out of me, and it scared me again last night.
It's getting to me. I've been driving truck for a lot of years, and now it's getting to the point where I don't want to do it.
The summer brought a change of heart.
I'm missing it, so I want to get back in it.
But he doesn't have a truck to drive. Rescue 120 needs a new engine.
Come back, and I see this thing out of service. Truck's down for a little bit. Hopefully, it won't take too long.
Last season, Sammy rode shotgun with Kevin. This year, he'll be riding in the rotator.
Or tell Jamie to get that, get that thing going quick, man.
We'll get her going. I guess I'll be Adam's swamper, maybe.
Yeah.
Jamie, that's me.
Yeah.
But Kevin's not the only one with his eye on that position.
Oh, this is so if you want to hook it up to your own switch.
New hire Gord Lundeen is eager for a chance to prove himself.
It's pretty neat. Yeah, it's the wiper shakers we just put on.
Last year, Gord started out working around the yard and impressed everyone.
Gord is a great guy. You know, Gord can be an extra man. Gord can ride swamper on the truck, work in the shop. Good at all three of those things.
What do you think, Gord? Think it'd be good?
Oh, yeah.
He's one of them guys that can basically do anything.
Prove yourself that you answer your phone in the middle of the night, that you basically sleep with one eye open. Yep, she's almost ready, Adam.
Northbound on the Coca-Cola. Got a smashed up vehicle in the weeds there.
Going for a good wreck.
At 10:30 in the morning, the prep stops and the wreck season begins.
This is the first time this year that we're up the mountain in fresh snow, so.
From the town of Hope, the Coca-Cola Highway rises over 4,000 feet into the Cascade Mountains. As they climb high into the mountain pass, they enter a whole new world.
You know, the fishing season's here, if you want to call it that. It's time for us to make money in our little season that we can. And there's going to be stuff happening on this highway today. I can just tell. It's bad up here. This guy just went in the ditch. Holy. We've got icy road conditions, really what it is. I mean, you can't say anything much more about it. Look at this ice fog. It's -1 degrees. So it's too cold to be foggy. Foggy is moisture, but that's ice. Now we got another low bed guy. Low bedder having a problem up here.
The ice fog has flash frozen the highway.
We can't make it. Wow. The zoo up here today.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm spinning out a little bit. My locker's in. We're on ice. Yeah, watch out, watch out, watch out. I got it. Oh, he's going sideways. Holy
How is that, hill driver? Northbound on the Coca-Cola. Got a smashed up vehicle in the weeds there.
Jamie Davis is headed up the Coca-Cola Highway, responding to the first big wreck of the winter season.
It's all black ice now.
Ice fog has turned the Coke into a skating rink.
Well, I'm spinning out a little bit. Slipping on my ice. Watch out. Oh, he's going sideways. This guy's going sideways into me.
Whoa, that was close.
Holy.
Wow. That was a close.
What?
That was
you know what? I thought we were going to sideswipe him.
I know. I saw him good. Oh, man.
That's our wreck right there.
You can see by the skid marks where he went in back here, started along the bank, over he went.
In blinding fog, the semi caught a wheel in soft snow that pulled it into a steep ditch.
6-month-old truck, 100,000 kilometers on it. My boss told me don't wreck the trailers any more than they're already wrecked.
Okay. Okay. All right. We'll go get that.
The truck was pulling custom-built trailers called China tops. The sides are removable tarps. Each roof is made of delicate fiberglass. Incredibly, there's no serious damage.
This unit's probably, I'm estimating, a couple $100,000 new.
And the truck belongs to one of Jamie's oldest customers.
I have to make sure I do all the right things. We're not talking about some fly-by-night company here. We're talking about one of the highest-end trucking companies in BC.
He wants to recover the trailers without causing another dime in damage.
So the first thing we have to do is see if it's loaded or not. That's the first item in business.
Recovering the trailers will be easy if they're empty.
It's 2x4s, 4x4s.
They're not.
Holy moly, a lot of lumber.
The call goes out for more trucks.
Are you on the radio there, Jamie?
And Adam heads up to help Jamie out.
What's it got in it for a load?
Lumber.
Okay, let it go. Okay. To deal with it.
The trailers are filled with bundles of lumber, now on their side.
See, the roof is intact on here. And likely, I mean, the extra cost of that would be bizarre if they had to pay that. So what you guys should do is right now, I'll get up there and move that part one way.
Okay.
I'm gonna opt to unload this trailer before we move it, because, you know, the guy's gonna say to me, the customer's gonna say, well, why did you just pull that over and wreck my side? And the customer doesn't want his trailers wrecked any more than they have to be.
It's a tricky job, and Jamie's going to need help.
So what I wanna do is get a stiff boom crane here. He's about 75 feet from the road or 50 feet from the road. And it's a little bit too far away for our rotator wrecker to reach to lift the load out.
Turning over a job this early in the season is not easy.
You know, the crane company's gonna take a good portion of the revenue from that wreck. So our company doesn't make a lot of money on that recovery job.
An hour later, help arrives.
Crane's here.
With a long-reach construction crane.
And we could get him to come right in here like this.
A few minutes later, Jim Lasser and his salvage crew are on scene, trying to figure out how to recover the lumber.
It's like a giant jigsaw puzzle. You take the wrong bundle out, they would fall over and go through the roof of the trailer, and damaging the trailer, or worse, damaging a person if they're in between.
I have to loosen one strap at a time, because if I undo these, they'll blow right through the roof of the trailer.
Yeah, it's a bugger.
Boom down a little bit then. We're trying to suck it tight, hold it, suck it tight, hold it, and then lift.
It's slow going.
Just watch yourself.
The bundles keep breaking apart.
Don't loosen it. Watch your back. Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There's something on Twitter about a wreck or something like that.
A truck pulling 2 trailer loads of lumber has flipped on its side.
We can't just roll the tractor trailer over because these trailers are worth a lot of money.
Jamie is determined to save their expensive fiberglass roofs.
I'm gonna opt to unload this trailer before we move it.
Watch your back.
So he's turned the job over to a salvage crew.
Just watch yourself.
But the unwieldy lumber isn't making it easy.
It did some small amount of damage to the roof.
The ding can be patched, but it scratches Jamie's hopes for a perfect job.
You might have a little failure, and it happens.
Undaunted, they get the rear trailer unloaded. 1 down, 1 to go. And this trailer is even trickier. This one doesn't have any doors.
If any straps break or anything goes wrong, the guys have no quick escape. Like, big oval, right? And it will fill the gap between here and the ceiling instantly. So if you're in there when that happens, you're squished dead. Clear there, Steve, coming down. See, that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Lucky nobody's in that gap there. Hello, Jamie. Can somebody get a hold of Jamie? Holler and get Jamie to come down here for a minute. There isn't enough room to try to strap down to pick these out this way. The second we loosen these straps, they all blow apart and go oval. That's why I was wondering, if we put all the straps back on, could we tilt this back up onto its wheels?
Jim wants to pull his guys out and flip the whole unit as is.
I will sacrifice 100 roofs to save a person.
Jamie still wants to save the trailer.
So we could set all up for this whole thing and start doing the pulling and all the rest of it, and then have trouble. But at the end of the day, I'm the guy who's going to answer to the customer for whatever goes on. So I hate to say this, but why don't we just hand bomb them?
Hand bombing is your last resort. You work with equipment as much as you possibly can. Go to hand bombing when nothing else works.
Bunch of work, but we have to make the call, and that's what we got to do.
Unloading the trailer by hand could take hours.
The customer's really adamant that we get the load out today, no matter what.
Let's get another 20 guys here, or 10 guys anyways, and we form a chain down there so we can get this moving then. Is anybody we can call to get more
laborers? I'll call Kevin.
Back at the yard, Kevin scrambles to pull together a work crew.
Thanks for coming on such short notice.
Short one guy, he tries recruiting Jamie's stepson, Brandon.
I have more traffic on my clear descent.
Last season, Brandon worked part-time for Jamie.
This is a boring job. It's a cold job. It's depressing out here. Look at this place.
But his heart was never really in it.
Occupying myself as a tow truck driver for the next 10 years to 20 years?
This season is no different.
What are you doing?
Hanging out.
Jamie just called and he wants to know if you can go up there and help them guys.
He knows I don't have any work here yet.
Well, you call him and you tell him you can't go.
All right.
Let me know before these people leave.
I will.
So you guys ready to go? Just waiting for bags, eh? I got a bunch of guys that are ready, willing, and able to go to work. And when I call them, they race up and help us. And then you got Brandon just, I can't go, I'm too busy, or I gotta go to the gym. To not have his work gear ready. All summer, he should have had it in a corner hanging up.
I'm just phoning my mom right now to see if she knows where my stuff is. Hey, do you know where my work boots are and stuff? No, you don't? Okay, can you phone him because I don't want to tell him.
It's Juliet Creek. Past the toll booth about just over 5 minutes. Okay, thanks, guys.
Hey, Kev?
Yeah.
So,
my guys are ready to go now.
I phoned my mom, and she said, I have no work here right now, and I can promise you this, that I will have my work here on Friday.
Okay. So you got 2 days.
2 days.
Okay.
Brandon, do I count on him? Not these days.
Hand-bombing the job eats up what's left of the day. At 4:30, Adam returns to pull the wreck out.
They've got only about 3 or 4 bundles left. Okay. So what I'd like to do is if you can run chains and get the drive line out, get your airline on and all that kind of stuff and get ready to go.
By the time the trailer's empty and the crane heads home, it's getting dark.
We get into some jobs sometimes where we're way off in the boonies and it's so dark, it's dark.
But this season, Jamie is prepared for that.
We have 6 9,000 watt lights.
Now you got guys working, a bunch of people working, you can't play around.
The light tower comes in handy for us.
But darkness isn't his only problem.
What about me? I'm watching for Adam.
I know, that's what I'm saying, and this guy's going close, man.
Cars.
The roads are damp right now and it's starting to freeze up. So we don't want to be on the highway in case the road freezes and somebody panics and hits their brakes and causes an accident.
If the road freezes, highway authorities will shut them down for the night.
Well, we're just gonna run this deck winch to the back of the trailer and back.
Need you to hold them cables up so I can back up.
Take the hook with us? Okay.
Because the trailers are on their side, they can't be disconnected. The entire rig, all 3 parts, must be rolled upright in one move without shattering the china tops.
I'll do the lead if you want to catch up, okay?
Okay, yeah.
That went really good, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm happy with this.
Yeah, lucky that it boomed down.
Both fiberglass tops survived the flip. But now there's a new hurdle.
You gonna drag it up out?
Yeah, he's gonna
Use the Bobcat, cut it down a bit, or?
Pulling the cab up over the steep embankment could damage the diesel tanks.
The truck's low profile, so they don't want their tanks scraped. Maybe it's gonna be a little tough. That's always a tough spot, isn't it? Why don't I come in here and I lift this front end up and over for you?
Okay, so what, you want to have 2 trucks on it then, or 1 truck?
Yeah, you just stay there with you. You stay 2, right? You pull, and I'll lift it up at the same time as you're pulling, and I'll come with you, right? So I'll keep the front end in the air so we're not dragging it. Okay. And we'll try to get it in just up in here. I'm gonna back up a little bit, and I'm gonna cut her over here, okay?
Repositioning the trucks means closing both lanes of traffic.
Nobody, I just got all the traffic plugged, so go ahead. Okay, thank you.
Now every minute counts. Eager to get the job done quickly, Jamie rigs his lines directly onto Adam's chains. It's not textbook, but it's fast.
Jamie hooked to my same chains to lift the truck up so it would clear, and I was gonna pull at the same time. It was kind of a hokey deal.
I don't like this. It's just stupid.
Adam doesn't like it that there's 2 pull points on the same chain. He doesn't think it's safe.
This is sketchy, man.
No. Tell him to stop.
You're not alone, man. We're frustrated.
I want to lift. That's all I want to do, just to get it over the hump here.
Jamie has had to shut down the coke to pull a B train out of a deep ravine.
Go a bit, a little bit.
He's worried about damaging the diesel tanks. So he's rigged onto Adam's chains to lift the cab over the edge.
Okay, tell him go ahead. Pull.
It's not textbook, but it's quick.
No. Stop.
As Jamie swings his boom, it edges closer to the rotator's new light tower.
Stop. I gotta put the light tower down.
Around, man. Holy. Let's put the thing down, we can pull it out.
I'm gonna swing back this way a bit, okay?
Get your cables off, just pull the thing out.
You don't think it'll drag the fuel tanks, though?
Nah. Wow.
The lineup of traffic is quite long.
Okay, tell him go ahead. Pull. We gotta hurry, though. These guys are gonna get pissed at us. Okay, stop.
The diesel tanks clear the edge.
So now you gotta unhook me.
Jamie scrambles to unrig so they can open the highway.
Undo this one. And then I'll undo the other one, and then you're good, eh?
But Sammy isn't quite sure what he needs to do.
Undo the hook, Sammy.
No! Whoa! What? I can't see.
No. What did I say before I left here?
Undo that.
Undo the hooks. Leave this on the ground.
Okay.
Unhook the white one when I do it.
Okay, I got you.
So me and Jamie have 2 different ways of doing it. I probably wouldn't have done it that way, but it's gonna pull ahead now. We'll get it off the roads, this traffic, and keep coming.
Tell them to get the traffic going.
Okay.
Come to the left a bit. Yeah, there you go.
The B train is towed away with the top and tanks undamaged. But no one on Jamie's crew is celebrating.
Beginning of the snow season and it's already started. We were rusty after a quiet season. Turned into a bit of a show.
Right now, we're not totally a team. And when you get out at -30, you need that team to function properly.
I can't hear him too well. What's going on? There's a truck and trailer on fire. You see it's burning?
Yep.
The truck fire is on the eastern side of the Coquihalla Summit.
causes these trucks to cut fire going off-hill. That's very strange.
Probably a fuel line or an oil line or something probably let go, hit the manifold, and up it went.
The fire department hasn't responded because up here, there isn't a fire department.
Keep your windows rolled up, probably toxic.
Oh yeah, it's stinky up there. Oh yeah, it's stinky right up and over the top.
By the time Adam arrives, the flames have spread from the cab to a refrigerated trailer filled with groceries.
I don't want to get all dirty and stinky. The truck's burnt, the trailer's burnt, so that's $200,000 there without the cargo. Looks like bottles of what? Bottle juices. Toxic, man. Well, that'd be a pretty expensive load. Somebody's grocery order ain't getting filled today.
Putting out the fire isn't an option.
It's too cold to get a fire truck up there to put it out because it will just ice the whole highway up.
Before he can move it, he'll have to wait for the fire to burn itself out.
Yeah, well, we might as well get some traffic control here. Okay, you bet. This thing will burn well into the morning.
An hour later, rookie Gord is back to babysit the wreck.
Adam! We could have been a fireman tonight, Adam.
Yeah, that's right.
Then you could have cleaned up all the wrecks from all the ice.
Tonight, Gord has been paired with new flagger Bob Clark.
Okay, this maybe 5 cones back.
Their job is to alert oncoming traffic and keep it moving.
You're just setting up cones and making sure no one runs into it. Flagger's biggest fear would be people not paying attention, right? Just driving through, falling asleep. You never know, right?
The thick smoke isn't helping.
The smell is gross. Juice boxes from Japan and some weird meat. Anything like that in the trailer is toxic, right? To be breathing in.
As the frigid night drags on, instead of burning itself out, the fire only intensifies.
It has gotten heavier and heavier amounts of smoke coming out of the back of her.
Rookie flaggers Bob and Gord spent a long, cold night guarding a load of burning groceries.
So they got the right 2 lanes blocked off.
By sunrise, the fire seems to have burned itself out. But then...
It's actually on fire. It's got flames coming out from the front. See it? Now look at it. Basically, we just got to get them all up here so we can put this fire out before anything else happens, right?
Yeah, Bob here. I'm up watching this truck burn up, and the trailer itself is burning pretty bad.
A fire like this can burn for days. Highway authorities want the wreck off the road today.
We're in an unorganized territory where no fire department's going to come there, nobody's going to help us.
With the sun up and temperatures above freezing, it's now warm enough to try putting out the fire. Jamie's got just the machine for the job. Last year, he couldn't resist a sweet deal on an old fire truck. Problem is, it hasn't been started in 6 months.
She's a cold one.
Should be smoldered out by now, I would think.
Adam is first on scene.
Has the fire truck left yet or no? Oh, it's still burning away here. Bye.
Impatient to get things going, he decides to separate what's left of the cab from the trailer.
Stinky, stinky stuff.
But that only spreads the blaze.
Fire won't go out, Adam.
Down the hill, Kevin has managed to get the fire truck moving, but with 7 tons of water in the tank, it's slow going.
No sense turning the lights and sirens on because everybody will be passing me anyway. But we'll get there.
Up at the fire, Jamie arrives. His rotator came equipped with a respirator and a fire suppression foam system.
Can you help me with it?
And this is a perfect chance to try it out.
I need to turn the bottle on. Can you pour me some more hose?
Jamie's truck carries 45 minutes worth of foam and water, but it's not enough.
Problem is we run out of water all the time.
We need Jim. What about Jim?
Jim's right there.
Oh, Jim's here? Oh, good. Perfect. That's what we need first. So we just need the digger to start digging away at this.
Jamie wants to try using Jim's mini excavator to spread out the burning groceries.
Do you have enough water on right now to open it up?
I think we just start digging.
Jim dives in and takes a crack at the fire, but it's a bit too close for comfort.
So you're getting very, very close to something that's actually on fire. If that splashes back and lands on the lap of the operator, you don't want to burst into flames.
Right on the hill, too.
Finally, the fire brigade arrives.
And then as the pieces come out, you kind of wash down whatever comes out.
Isn't this fun? Oh! Right, I'm happy to be here. Get to play out and fun and drive my second best truck. If you can't come out here and have fun, then why be here?
Traffic's now squeezed into a single lane. And highway authorities want a deadline for getting this wreck and Jamie's crew off the road.
4 o'clock, end of the day kind of thing.
Okay.
But the fire is still a long way from out.
On a big commercial truck fire, you have to get an excavator, dig through the rubble, and actually extinguish every piece that's in that wreck. That's quite a task.
As Jim pulls the wreck apart, he's slowed by a minefield of boiling juice bottles.
Is that enough? He's got enough. You done?
You know, basically all the little spot fires that are inside the trailer are out.
Hardest part about being a firefighter, putting the hose away.
Still got by though, right? The left lane's open.
Where can we go on this?
It's past 3 o'clock before enough of the fire is out to start recovery.
Good to go?
All that's left of the cab is a charred chassis.
We're gonna bring it over this way.
It needs to be hauled away on a flatbed, but it's in no condition to travel.
So you have to be very careful how you load a burn job. They tend to have a bunch of loose ends all over it.
Is it hanging over at all?
And things want to blow off. I mean, you can't have a motor falling behind you and stuff's coming off.
Pretty good. Chop saw this.
Hey! Rubber! Rub! Rub! Robert! You gotta watch your sparks, man. Don't hit the truck. Go this way. That's right.
What are we doing time-wise now?
We said 4 o'clock. It's 3:42.
He's got 18 minutes to figure out how to move a trailer that's been burnt to a crisp.
Watch you guys back!
Jamie has to move an incinerated trailer before a 4 o'clock deadline.
We said 4 o'clock. It's 3:42.
He notices that the back wheels are still intact.
What do you think
If you guys chop saw this, flip this over like that, make a couple places for Adam to hook up, and tow it.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Could cut it all up and take it all apart, but the wheels are still good. Might as well just haul it home.
They chop saw what's left of the trailer in half, and then stack the front half on top of the back.
Beauty.
But the airlines were burnt. The rear brakes are locked.
The airlines are obviously burnt. You need air to release brakes.
Truck brakes are powered by an air piston. It expands to release the brakes. Without air, the brakes close tight. The only way to release them is to manually pull the piston open with a caging bolt.
So that's what we refer to as caging the brakes. So Rob's gonna do the front two.
Last season,
Oh, no.
Rob struggled to prove himself at car towing.
But I went to pull it out, though, and it wouldn't come.
These aren't really made for
I
lifting.
know, that's why I had to change. I had to change as tight as I could go.
But this season, Jamie's giving him a second chance to find a place on the team.
Have you ever caged a brake before, Rob?
Yeah. Oh,
Pretty big boy. Once in a while, I gotta throw him the odd hard job just to keep him motivated.
around, man.
Not working?
No, man.
I've been under them trailers a gazillion times, so I'm old and I'm the boss. I don't have to go there no more.
I'll just pull the pins and pop the pins out. Give me a chop saw, man. This is
When all else fails, he chop saws through the push rod.
It's kind of like the last resort that we would do.
And it wouldn't go in, so I just cut him. Like my knees are soaked. I can't even feel my kneecaps.
Really?
Yeah, they're numb.
With traffic backing up, Kevin jumps in to get the last brake unlocked.
He's having a hard time too with this one. I had the first one.
There it is. See the brakes release? It just moved ahead. I'm gonna call highways and tell them that we're pretty well off the road. I'm gonna pull out of here. 2 seconds here, I'm gonna be gone.
An hour past the deadline, the burnt reefer and Jamie's crew are finally off the highway.
If you said everything went smooth, you'd be a liar. We just barely, got away with, by the seat of our pants on this job. You never know what you're doing in this business. So you don't know what it's going to be like. You have no idea of your income. You have no idea what your workload's going to be. You have no idea what the weather's going to bring. It's as good as going to Vegas.
After 2 long days on the highway, the crew heads back to the yard for beer o'clock.
Did you get beer?
Yep, beer's in the fridge. For you guys, yep.
We work hard and we play hard.
You can go out and make all the money you want, because as much money as this place will make, it'll suck up. The only thing I get is a cold beer.
That we have to all be happy. If one person's not happy here, makes the rest of them not happy.
It's only 2 days into the season, and already the boss is reviewing his game plan.
I'm really thinking that we're going to have some kind of a shakeup. And I don't know who will stay. I don't know. We don't know that. The next few months are going to determine who's here and who's not.
Right? You'll be on your feet.
I'm not so confident by the end of this season that we're going to have all the same old players here.
We gotta get that rescue going, back in the business again.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hang on to your hats.
Next time on the highway through hell, heavy rescues up against a wall.
No, has to be on the inside.
As the early season wrecks pile up.
What are we gonna do?
There, I'll can do it.
That's his ass, not mine.
And the long hours.
Oh my God.
push the crew.
How much weight do you think's in here?
Pretty much maxed out.
And the mighty rotator to their breaking point.
We're gonna have a harder time lifting this up than you think.
Ready?
Hang on, hang on.